Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzel in Spring Hill, Florida at Expression Studio Gallery. Remembering to, oh no, set my timer. Come on, be that way. Don't be that way. I have 20 minutes before the camera shuts off, so if I set my timer for 18, then I have a minute and a half or so to talk to you guys before I might lose you. Alright, see all this stuff down here? All this stuff is potential dip material in my opinion. I know it seems kind of cheating and maybe kind of easy, but I think it would be a ball to take whatever was handy, including the bottom of one of those round cups too. No, those are all pierced. So everything and anything in your studio, come on, no, that's not happening. Alright, well, there's all kinds of round things everywhere that you could use. And these are the bottoms to some candy I shouldn't have eaten the other day. And that's a silicone cupcake mold, and that's the bottom to an ice cube tray. And I'm going to put all this stuff to the side for right now, including the thing that held the little cookies that I probably also should not have eaten. I've got stars. I don't know how those are going to work. I've got solid ones. I've got squares. This is just packaging, and I wish I could remember what it was from because that's going to make a neat impression. And those are obviously square cookie cutters. I think those came from the cake decorating section of Wilton Cake in Michael's. That's the bottle bottom I used before. And what I'm going to do right now, hopefully, is, that won't be a problem, hopefully not. I am going to put my glasses on my face. I don't know why. And I'm going to spread some colors that I'm then going to dip into. It might take me a minute, and maybe I should have started with white. And I'm not sure how easy this is going to be, but I've never done it before either. And so, if I put colors I like next to each other, not that that's what's happening yet, we should be somewhat fortunate. We'll see what happens. I need this to be at least as long as however many of these bars that I want to dip in there. This is a silicone cookie sheet, and I guess they're called Swiss roll sheets, and you can find them on the internet for less than $5 if you look and ask me. Somebody gave me a link. I just haven't used it yet. I found this in a church thrift store. Now, I did a painting recently without any orange in it, and it made me want some orange. It also reminds me that I didn't clean my tips out, so if you have squeeze bottles, every once in a while it's good to grab your bamboo skewers and clean your tips out, because otherwise you won't be using your paint as easily as you'd like to. Alright, so far my colors are not impressing me, but that will change. I'm sure of it. And as we dip, it will mix the colors together and create patterns because there is Floetrol in the mix, which is in the recipe that is below my video, on pretty much consistently every video I make, at least nowadays. I don't know all the way back. So I want something I want. I'm not sure what that is going to be. That's a better orange, short sort of. I think yellow is going to spruce it up. I think black is going to be a good thing. I'm going to spread some paint. This is that's Floetrol. That's what happens when you don't shake your paint. Use marbles in your paint bottles. And recently somebody mentioned that tulle, which is a sort of how do I say? It's like cheesecloth. Only you can buy it at Joann, a yard for like no money. Cheesecloth would work too, but it might fray, and that might be a problem. Anyway, put it between the bottle top and the bottle. It will stop the marble from falling into the tip when you're running low on paint, and it will also screen out any miscellaneous lumps of Floetrol. If you're using Floetrol, you will find that you will get some lumps. I want some more gold. I did shake all of my large top bottles before I started, but I obviously didn't shake that other one. I want something lighter. I want that. Right, I'm still not super impressed, but I think that's because I haven't used any purple yet. Or any blue. Hopefully I can improve this, and if I need to add other colors, I have squeeze bottles. See, purple fixes everything. don't know what that's going to be like. I'm not super duper impressed yet, but they're fun colors, and I think maybe some black will help that, and I'm wasting far too much time mixing colors. I'm very tempted to put black on my background of my canvas, but I'm more tempted to get on with this, so I'm thinking maybe maybe some black and maybe some white, and let's use that white. I just made some new white, and I'm gonna let them mix up because it doesn't bother me to let them mix up. And I'm going to introduce you to one of my favorite spatulas. It's an OXO spatula called an omelet turning spatula. It's on the Amazon link right below my video. And I'm going to try and get this as spread as I can without mixing them first, so that when I do finally mix them, it's a little less instantaneously selly. But I'm not going to worry about it if they do that right now. It's basically a dip with tools, and I'm probably not the only person to have ever done it, but I'm doing it now, so we'll see what that looks like. And you can see right now that we get some really cool things happening just mixing the black and the white. It doesn't make me want to add anything to it, honestly. And I could just drag chains through here and do a completely different piece of art than the one I'm offering, but I think we better follow through because that's my MO. I like to be somebody who you can count on to follow through with something. I'm not sure how often I do exactly what I say I'm going to do. And I am tapping the paint off of my spatula and putting it in the bucket. And all my colors ran to the wrong end. So I'm going to start with this, or will I? Let's start with this. So they're nice and thin on one end, which is kind of perfect, because it means maybe they won't go. Yeah, that's alright. And the white that I picked up is alright too. And I see that I have a spot over there that's not covered. So that will be easy enough to fix with my Princeton art tools, which I also recommend. Let's see if there's a few other spots that I'm looking carefully. Wipe that off with my wet cotton rag that I keep ever presently handy. And maybe I just want to use my fingers. Maybe I just want to use one tool this time. But I kind of want to do other things. I'm loving the black and white background. I've wanted to do black and white just simple like that for a while. But look through before you throw your packaging away. Check it out. You could probably go shopping in the stores for packaging. I wish I could remember what this was from. Darn. So I'm going to leave that sitting to the edge, and I'm going to try my star because I haven't tried my star. It's just a simple star. I'm not going to dip it too thoroughly. And if I put too much paint on that, obviously I'm going to get no opportunity to pull it off. So I don't think the star works as well as I wish it would, but it's still pretty. I think you need really light. You can't have a heavy background, so I'm going to give up on that for now. But that leads me back to my other star. So I'm going to use the heavier side of this and see how that works. And that works okay. I'm not saying this is, you know, anything elaborate, but although it's looking pretty elaborate, that might be the wrong description. So let's see what else I've got. I have my round from my silicone cupcake. And that is also too thick in the paint, but you gotta find out. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking everything that's not a lined item is going to be an issue, but that doesn't matter because I can go back down here, grab some paint in my scoop, and make some really cool ribbon pours with the paint I have in my silicone tray. going to lead it right up to the edge and let it go over, because my surface isn't super level. I've got pooling paint on one end, and I've got chains and stuff too. I just like things that look different, and this is that right now. I can blow this stuff with a bendy straw, or I can drag it with a skewer. There's a skewer. It's kind of a broken skewer, but as long as the paint is thick, I'm able to make all kinds of lines. I'm not sure I wanted to do that, but I'm not too worried about it either yet. And I can go back and add squeeze bottle colors if I want to, but we're looking kind of close to being done in my opinion, so I'm going to have to do something else pretty quick. Just going to lead that paint right over to the edge with my little, this is my scoop, and this is all pretty neat. It just reminds me of a cool illustration. That little star, the first one, actually didn't come out all that badly. I'm very tempted to go ahead and try it again. But I really need to use not much paint. And short of knocking it off somewhere else, well, there's a partial. Let's see. Maybe I'll get better at it as time goes on. Practice does make perfect. Alright, so that's mostly a waste of paint. But I still have pretty colors. I gotta show you, I have some gorgeous colors in my pan. And I'm gonna put something to hold up the failing end. And now it's all going the other direction. I can't use that spatula if... Okay, well, keeping paint level is probably of high importance, so just remember that before you start to play. I really don't want to get too more involved because I really like what I've got. And I'm going to use everything at my disposal to make sure it stays something I like. I've got great colors. I can just use my spatula also to pick up some of those colors. But I like the black and white, and I like this central ribbon. And I like the fact that I can use my spatula to cover my edges. And I love the paint I've got. I'm just going to have to do another painting right quick so I don't waste it. I think that there is more than enough stuff going on here to be called interesting. And so I am going to torch, which is probably going to release some more stuff. I'm going to put these in the bucket, which you should dispose of in sand. The water, you should drain it off. It's not a regular pour, but I don't care. I think I almost went there. I think it's really cool. So let's torch and tell you about, ooh, we got 5 minutes left, that's cool. Look for the Teespring apparel underneath the video now. It's just a t-shirt. You have to look really carefully to find the Teespring logo on it, but it's some of my favorite stuff. So under that is the Amazon link, I believe, where you can purchase whatever I've decided I like if you want to, at no added cost to you and a big help to me. Under that is the paint pouring recipe after the description of what's going on in the video. And after that, I think somewhere in the middle there's a PayPal and Patreon link, and if you use them to donate, you will be entered in a contest that will be announced on December 8th. It ends at December 5th at midnight, and you'll have a choice of 1 of 3 paintings that you can see in a video I recently posted. That's a tour of my studio in Spring Hill, where I am right now, and shows the 3 paintings at the beginning and at the end. I think I'll be touching up my edges when this is done. We are getting some cool cells. I just love this piece of art. I really, really do. I don't care if it was cheating or not to use, I see that there's no paint there, or not a discernible amount. And I'm pretty happy with this. So at the bottom of the video, there are links to Pinterest and my Instagram and 2 YouTube albums that will show you artworks from YouTube if you're interested. And I want to say thank you, as always, to all of the contributors who are also included in the first contest, by the way. Back from when I started making videos, or started at least having Patreon and PayPal links. Thank you so much for keeping me painting, and thank you everybody. I really, really need all those thumbs up that I can get, so thank you for the thumbs up. And I'm compulsively covering my sides. Oh well, never mind. I think black would be cool on those edges though. So I just use it, drop it against my finger, and then just cover it right over. And anything that wants to drip down from the heavy paint will go. I want to thank everybody who makes comments. I appreciate that. And like I said, the thumbs up are important. YouTube thinks more highly of YouTube artists who get thumbs up. So if you like my artwork and you can't contribute, giving me a thumbs up is a contribution I appreciate. I don't know what else I'm forgetting. I said about everything that I can think of, and I'm going to go photograph this and throw it on my Instagram, which is what happens. So if you go to Instagram, you'll probably most often see the most recent artwork, and that's also posted on my website, which nobody ever goes to and needs to be updated. So I'm done with this, and I'm very pleased with it. It's very funky and very cool, and I'm a happy camper that I tried this, and I recommend it highly. Have some fun, play with your paint, experiment. You never find out what you love until you make a mistake and decide you like it. I got lots more paint to use, and I better get on with it. So I'll talk to you guys in the next video. I love you all. Thank you. Take care. Bye for now. Priscilla out.